What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about the importance of having faith, the importance of believing in yourself on whatever path you choose to take, or whatever path you choose to go to, or multiple paths you choose to go to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how it is for everyone because obviously we all have different purposes. We're all meant for different things. So every human being is unique. We all have a special mission and purpose in life, right? So but I'm more so talking about like just in any decision you decide to do in life, like when it comes to like your purpose, when it comes to your mission, or anything in your life that requires your full focus, right? So I'm using my example. So for me, I have a lot of goals, I have a lot of dreams, right? Like for example, I want to meet a lot of like-minded people, a lot of loving people. I always want to be in a loving, great, romantic relationship. Of course, I want to make a lot of money. Of course, I want to make enough money to where like, I could travel around the world. I could like do whatever I want to do, pursue my hobbies, meet the types of people I want to meet whenever I want, at any time I want. You know what I'm saying? But more so, but then also like I have a couple people where like I feel so connected to, where like I really feel drawn to them. They're all friends, and it's like for me, it's like I'm the type of person where like if I want to focus on something, or like if I'm gonna pursue something, especially like my passions or things I really love, I tend to put my full focus and I tend to cut like everyone out. Well, not really. More so, I tend to be in the zone, right? And one of my biggest fears in life is fear of missing out, or fear like I'm not like I didn't do the most I can to keep in touch with the people I love, to keep in touch with the people I care about, or I didn't do enough to the point where I was able to keep in touch to the people like that's in my life. You know what I'm saying? It's because I have a lot of things I enjoy doing that I'm passionate about, but like I'm afraid that like I might be too focused on it, I might be too overconsumed by it, that like I might not kind of lose myself, but more so like just kind of like more so just I don't know, like this is weird. Like I'm just like I just have like I'm the type of person where like in this lifetime, like I want to experience a lot of things. I want to like I try not to take a lot of things for granted as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? So so for example, when I meet someone that I feel connected to, it could be like a romantic connection or a friendship. I'm not gonna take it for granted. I'm gonna enjoy the present moment. I'm gonna enjoy every second, every minute of it. You know what I'm saying? Especially the older I'm getting, because obviously life is short. The average human being passes away very early. Like some people pass away when they're like 50, 60, or like 80. Life is so unexpected, so you never know what could be taken from you. For me, like I have experience where like I had breakups, and I had people who were taken away from my life, people who were removed from my life unexpectedly, very quickly, very sharply. And and those are people I love, those people I feel really closely connected to, right? So life kind of already showed me, or kind of taught me how like at any given moment you just never know when it's the last time you're gonna see someone, right? So this is why it's always important to like not take things for granted. So like that's one of my biggest fears, is that like when I'm so focused on something, then I might like put certain people or certain things to the side. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person where, like I want to balance everything out. But and this is why this video is more so talking about faith and belief. This is why I'm going to talk about faith and belief. But I'm using more examples. Again, this video it can apply to anything. Let's say if you're working hard at something, if you work, if you're pursuing your career, your passion, right? And let's say you want to make a certain amount of money, or like you want to perform at a certain level where like you're trying to become greater, right? Greater at what you do. But in order for you to do that, of course, you gotta go through a process where like you constantly training, you constantly working out, you constantly put in the work, you constantly put in the practice behind the scenes, right? And at times you're not gonna have that proper tunnel vision, or at times you're gonna doubt yourself, or it may even get boring, or like at times, but you still want to do it because it's your passion, but you don't like making a sacrifice. It's like waking up early, staying staying up for extra nights, having sleepless nights, or like having less sleep, cutting certain addictions off, cutting certain people off because you want to become greater at what you do when it comes to your passions, when it comes to any goal you want in life, like making a lot of money, reaching certain milestones, and etc. Right? Um, so when you're experiencing situations like that, it's always important to know that like one, you got to believe in a higher power, or like whatever you believe in. Some people believe in God, some people believe in the universe, some people believe in their spirit, some people believe in their higher self, or even if you don't believe in a higher power like that, if you're atheist, you got to believe in something. You got to believe in life. Believe in life. Put your full belief systems into something that's not how do I explain this? Put your belief systems into something where like you can't really explain, but you know it's there, right? For example, I'm gonna use the universe or God for example, right? So how I look at it is this: if I'm pursuing my mission, if I'm pursuing my passions, I'm not gonna like. Of course, God is not gonna let me down. Of course, God sees that I'm trying to get to where I need to go, right? So of course, God or the universe or life or my spirit, they're gonna reward me by me experiencing things that's gonna make me very happy, such as meeting loving friends, keeping in touch with the people I feel so connected to, reaching my goals, like making a lot of money to the point where like, I could travel whenever I want, I can meet different types of people, I could do whatever I want, right? And that's where I'm getting at. So if you're working on your passion, on your on the things you really love, but yet you don't see any results, or if you're trying to get something but you're not seeing any results, try not to look at the present moment. Instead, think ahead. And this is why people talk about tunnel vision. Yes, work hard in the present, stay focused in the present moment, but you got to be kind of delusional. And I know you guys heard about this, where like all the greats, they're able to achieve a lot of success because they're delusional. They had a high amount of confidence within themselves. They just believe in themselves, even when no one believes them. Even people think they're crazy, think they're just insane or like out of this world. They still had this unstoppable confidence and belief in themselves to the point where like they seem delusional, right? And they're not really delusional. They just have a very clear tunnel vision of what they want out of life. That's why it's important to kind of follow your heart. Because if you follow your heart, if you're pursuing your passions, the things you really love, no one's gonna stop you. The only thing that's stop you is you. He's got to put in the work. He's got to make sacrifices, and then life is gonna take you far. You know what I'm saying? And I understand with life, we all got to do stuff. We all got to take care of things we don't want to take care of. It's part of being an adult, right? So of course, life is gonna get in the way. But if you're pursuing your passions, the things you care about, and if you think it could get you a lot of results, then always have faith. Always believe in yourself because it's a passion for a reason. You love it for a reason. You're following your heart for a reason. You love what you do for a reason. But like if you love something, you can't really explain it because it's you, right? You're pretty much being yourself. So you are going to reach success. The universe, life, your spirit, God, they're going to reward you. Just don't lose faith. Don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing, and just know that everything's going to be all right. You know, and usually with me, I notice I have a lot of fear, thinking that like, oh, either certain things or certain people are going to be taken away from me. That's part of my trauma because like like I experience a lot of people and even work situations with like finances and just things in general where like it's been taken away from me un- unexpectedly, like so quickly, and it kind of it puts me at a state of shock to where like it's hard for me to have faith, or it's hard for me to be consistent because I always feel like the types of people I'm meeting, either they're going to be taken away from me, or they're going to turn on me, or like they're going to betray me in some way. Or when it comes to work situations, where like, oh, I'm gonna get fired from that job, or like something bad's gonna happen to my career, or like I'm gonna deal with like a narcissistic people or a group of narcissistic people who have something against me, and then they're gonna force me to sabotage my own career, and just shit like that. Where like I'm trying to heal from, but this is what I'm talking about. It's always important to have tunnel vision. It's always important to believe in yourself and have faith. You know what I'm saying? All the things you desire, all the things you want in your heart, you are going to get those things. So, and there's other YouTubers, there's other information out there that talks. that talks about like how to like develop better habits when it comes to believing in yourself, better habits when it comes to healing trauma, do the healing work, so you can attract the things you want out of life. Some people talk about law of attraction, manifestation techniques, and just stuff like that. So like there's a lot of information out there. So try to study those. Also, but more so, it's always important to do the healing work, like healing the trauma. So crying out, purging out everything, doing like physical exercises to like release trauma. There's a lot of information out there, so make sure you try that out. It's always good to have faith and believe in a higher power, belief in God, or whatever you believe in. So like whenever you have self doubt, or no matter how hard you've been working, even though you've been working so hard at a certain goal for such a long time, and it may seem like you're not getting any results. One, just the fact that you're following your heart, and two, you love what you do. To still have faith, still believe in God, believe in your verse, believe in a higher power, and like they are going to reward you. It's just look at it as a test, and I feel like you can feel that intuitively too, like through your intuition. That like if you're working so hard for something for such a long time, but you're getting no results, eventually you will reach that breakthrough. It's bound to happen. It's just life testing you, and there's a saying, nothing worth having. I forgot the wording. It's like nothing worth having comes at a greater cost, right? It's something like that. Basically, like all things that you want that are so worth it, that's gonna be worth the rewards. It's gonna be worth the success. All that comes at a price. Are you willing to put yourself through pretty much hell, sufferings, all this shit just to get what you want, which is your heart desires? And once you get that, it's gonna be so worth it. Like all the happiness, all the success, all your heart's desires is gonna bypass all the bullshit you had to go through, all the obstacles, through people, life situations, to situations, to life circumstances, to finances. All that is gonna bypass all the bullshit. It's gonna be so worth it because you're following your heart, you're following your passions, and you put in so much blood, sweat, and tears and energy into these situations so you can get the types of results you want from your goals, right? Then you're gonna get those things, and it's gonna be so worth it. And that's why when people say when they reach success, once they get to the other side, they tend to get very emotional because they know how hard it is to get there. But they always say it's always worth it. And it's always important to have a belief system. You can even trick your like there's so much scientific and spiritual reasons and facts, and like when you have a lot of belief in yourself, when you have a lot of confidence in yourself, you just gotta trick the brain. You know what I'm saying? And like it's true. It makes sense too from like a common sense standpoint because it's like if I'm running right and I'm trying to reach um at a certain location at the finish stop line, if I don't believe in myself, yeah, I'm not gonna make it. But if I believe in myself, then yeah, eventually I won't make it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna get there. So it makes sense. So like it's common sense that like if you want something, just believe in yourself and have faith. That know that everything is gonna be all right. It's better to have that than to not believe in anything, not to have faith in anything, and then you're not gonna have no energy, you have no motivation. That's why anything you do in life, you don't have to agree with I agree, but like usually what works for me, whenever I do anything in life, I tend to have a lot of faith. Like I tend to bring spirituality into this. So like when it comes to like reaching a certain goal, meeting the types of people I want to meet, or like even if I'm forced to do things I don't want to do, I'll um I'll leave it to God. Leave it to the universe. I'll leave it to spirit. I'll leave it to my higher self. I'll leave it to life. You know what I'm saying? How I look at it is, if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. If I'm meant to learn and go through certain experiences, and it's meant to happen. You know what I'm saying? And like, what's the worst that can happen? At the end of the day, if I'm experiencing it, then life is putting me through these situations for a reason. So because I'm strong enough to handle these situations, you know what I'm saying? And if it goes bad, like to the point where like it's just so bad, at the end of the day, I'm still alive. At the end of the day, like I still have the freedom to do what I want to do. So if I can handle these situations, what can really stop me? And like I said before, as long as I'm not dead, as long as I'm not like disabled, not disabled. Like what do you mean by that? Like like I'm still healthy, like my body is still functioning. That's what I mean. If I still like, if I still have the awareness to like of what I know, what I want out of life, then nothing's gonna stop me. If, as long as I still have the freedom to do the things I want to do, then life is just testing me pretty much. There's a saying, what doesn't kill you make you stronger, and it's true. You know what I'm saying? It is true, you know? And even if you experience failure and like things that didn't work in your way, you still get to learn lessons and like valuable lessons that will help skyrocket your career, your goals, your life in general. You know what I'm saying? You know, life is long. Life is a test, but so it's always important to have faith at a higher power. And all the greats, all the people who are able to achieve great things, they all had a belief system. They all believed in themselves and they all had faith in the higher powers. So try to add that to your life, and I'm telling you, it's going to make a lot of improvements and change the way how you view life. Don't view life at a negative way. View life more so of a spiritual, more positive light, and you're able to get a lot more results from that as well too. And that's all I'm gonna say. And have a good one. Peace.